All right. Okay, on June the 23rd, the All Progressives Congress APC held its national convention where delegates elected a new crop of leaders for the party.
Yeah, that's correct. The event was considered a success by many, as the party did not break up like many predicted it would. But barely 1 week after the event, those predictions are about to become a reality. As a house of cards, the ruling APC is about to come crashing down. A major power block within the party, the new People's Democratic Party and PDP, appears to have perfected plans to embark on a mass defection following the repeated rebuffs it had received from the leadership of the party.
Well, the nPDP had petitioned the APC over allegations of persecution and perceived marginalization of its members and was in dialogue with the leadership of the party until the talks broke down a few weeks ago. Following President Buhari's declaration that he had no plans of meeting with the aggrieved party members. Now, leader of the nPDP, Kawu Baraje, says his group will make its position on its membership of the APC known this week.
That's right. Let's now bring in a political analyst, Ziggy Ibe, as he joins us now to discuss this. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there is a saying, it used to be said of a community in the in mid-Africa, East Africa, I beg your pardon, that they never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. Is the APC about to miss an opportunity if this chance is not properly handled?
Before that measure, new PDP, as they are being called now, we are just a group, intending to defect to a new formation. About that time, it wasn't APC, and they were just a bloc, just like any other bloc. We have, okay, let's bring in this now. We are not saying new ANPP, new,
CPC.
New CPC. All these blocks together formed what we know today as APC. And this party felt aggrieved. Okay, we are not getting the fair share of the pie. But between you and I think they've got it. Because the new, I'm giving that word now, ANPP got the president, okay, in the name of Muhammad Buhari.
Yeah.
The new CPC got the vice, sorry, ADC.
ACN, that would be?
Yeah, was it ADC? AC. Got the, what's it called? Got the vice president. And the new PDP, as we are referring to now, got the National Assembly leadership in the name of Saraki and Co. Okay? So, I don't see any marginalization there.
Yeah, but they talk about appointments. They talk about appointments in.
If anyone is crying foul of the whole not having a fair share of the pie, we begins to look at the person who is crying to really ask him or her a question.
What would that question
be? Are you sure you did not get a fair share of this pie? Because we have other blocks who hadn't got any. Why new PDP? I am not afraid, okay? I'm not speaking for APC, but if the new bloc, the so-called nPDP, wants to really stray away from the party they had gained from, yes, they've gained from it. Because there are so many other blocks who didn't get anything.
All right, you already made that point. Are you saying, in effect, that really this is just a whole lot of much ado about the nPDP? I mean, whether they live or stay will not make any difference to the APC, to the fortunes of the APC.
Already, we begin to see the hand of Esau. Okay? Because they are tilting already is to the other side, where they were coming from. I'm talking about the leadership in the National Assembly, okay? And there were reports some days back that by this Friday, they will fully defect to PDP.
Is that the report we're getting, or that they will tell us exactly where they stand by the end of this week? That's what they have said.
Well, whether you want to come in through there is okay, because if someone is telling you that, look, if we are not satisfied with the whole agreement, we are defecting to where we were coming from. That's what it means. And to me, like I said, they've got the fair share of the pie. And complaining now means...
No, but it's not just the National Assembly, as you rightly mentioned. The AMPP faction got the president.
Yes.
The ACN got the vice president.
That's right.
And then the new PDP
got
hold of
two
the
positions.
National Assembly. But they talked about, in their complaints, they talked about appointments into other government agencies and all of parastatals, not just the National Assembly.
Baraje, who is the chairman of that bloc, just told us, in an arrangement, in a political arrangement, everybody wouldn't have what is desired of, okay? Because if you and I come into an arrangement and we say one person is going to be here, another person is going to be there, and we have other people following us. Right now, we were not taking into much knowledge to knowing if other of their members got what they desired. And I tell you, I am not APC spokesperson, but we've not heard as much as this agitation now.
From other areas?
Yes,
from
before now.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is...
They got the timing wrong?
They got the timing wrong. And if they're agitating for a new position now, or a new fare of what they want now, I don't know. But I am saying that it is all about wanting to disrupt 2019 general election.
All right. If you operate under the impression that if they leave, it will not affect the party's political fortunes, would that not be tantamount to committing political suicide?
Who are these people involved? I want to talk about the leadership of the National Assembly.
Because as we hear, about 20 senators and then House of Reps members will also defect sometimes.
We still have people like, we still have such in, I think, Ondo also, the Unity Forum. Somebody or some group wanting to defect from APC if their agitations are not met.
And there is the Akida group in Kaduna.
You know? So, but all is just about political realignment, trying to know what they will get, or trying to reach an agreement on what gets to them when the deal is done.
So how does that render the new chairman Adams Oshomole's talks, which we hear are beginning very soon, to assuage vexed or angry party members who are threatening hell and high water? How does it? I mean, Oshomole has said, I will not allow any members leave the party. I don't want to lose any members.
Shouldn't that be the right way to go?
Sure. If Oshomole succeeded in aligning all the members in oneness, that is wonderful of his leadership. Okay? Every leader is expected to unite all the grieving members. That is expected of him. But what we are saying here, what we are discussing here is the new PDP who are agitating or who are stating their grievances. Oshomole as a leader would have a way of trying to unite all the individuals involved in this.
How should that be done? Should it be at any cost? Or would it be, at the end of the day, both in the interest of the party and, more importantly, in the interest of the nation? We have heard from a national leader that this whole nPDP factor is not helping the APC deliver the deliverables when it comes to governance. That they have been a huge distraction.
And he said they should be swept aside. And how do you do that without rocking the boat?
When Oshomole, when he was sworn in as a new chairman of APC, he said one thing, and I love what he said. He said every effort must be rewarded. Okay? Going by that, if Oshomole finds out that, look, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C had contributed to the growth of this party and they need to be rewarded. Why not? Nobody quarrels with that. Okay? And bringing all the grieving members together in order to forge ahead and make good stay of 2019 general election. Why not? That is positions of a good leader. Yeah. Okay? But how he goes about it, I wouldn't know. Well, but Ziggy, I know such comes with a cost.
What do you think he should do? What would it take to actually, I mean, when the APC, much earlier, when the nPDP came up with this, you know, long list of grievances and all of that, and the APC leadership said, yes, we'll look at the grievances, I mean, we will do something and all of that. From where you stand, what exactly should the APC be doing to cede some ground to the nPDP that it will not be seen to be compromising when it comes to the principles of delivering in terms of governance?
In any development, in any developing party, in any developing country, there must be grievances. Some people must feel sidelined. Some people must feel cheated. Some people must feel not needed in the developmental arrangements. Yes. Okay, and it is the honor on the leader or the leadership of that environment to really say, okay, what are your grievances, and be able to have them tabled, have them come to the round table.
Well, in this instance, the grievances have been stated. Persecution, number one. There is, you know, being left out.
Unequal distribution of
that's what I said.
I said positions.
The whole grievances was all about they did not have a fair share of the pie.
All right, Ibe.
I didn't know their initial arrangement before the blocks come together. But we are saying that if there was an arrangement and a particular group or a particular people were sidelined in the affairs of things, they should be called together, and that is a job the new APC chairman will be saddled with.
All right, Ibe, let me ask this. There are deep-seated crises, I mean, crises within the party.
In every party. Not really in APC.
Yes, we're talking about, yes, I take your point on board, but we're talking about APC at the moment.
Right.
Now, will the APC be able to resolve some of these deep-seated crises before the 2019 elections? Now, in Kaduna, for instance, you have Erufai versus Sani Shehu and Hunkui. In Kogi.
I know you go to Owerri.
Yes, I'm going to go there. In Kogi, you had Yahya Bello and Dino Melaye.
That's right.
Who eventually, reports indicated, had moved to PDP.
You know, he was still...
It was only a change of position, but we still don't know exactly where he belongs right now.
His body languages indicate that.
So there is division there. And then where you mentioned Owerri, the Imo State capital, there is also a problem there. So do you think that the APC will be able to resolve all of these crises before the 2019 election?
Mine is to wish them Godspeed in trying to achieve the necessary reconciliation. Okay? But because I wouldn't know how Oshomole would want to go about it. But like what you said before, if the new bloc, NPP, led by Baraje, NPDP, sorry, wants to leave, that might not have much cut into the APC arrangement.
So there's a sense in which you agree with Erufai, because Erufai said the same thing as well.
Because
that even if they leave, it will not have any effect, because in 2003 and 2007 or so, that President Buhari won in states where the nPDP does appear to have their hold.
That's right.
Kano, Kaduna,
the 3K states,
Adamawa, and then Kogi as well.
Let me tell you something. Before now, it's not as if we are hearing it for the first time. nPDP had always stated their stand, led by, not Baraje this time, led by the National Assembly leadership, Senate President. We've seen all the body languages, okay? And the body languages has always never been that of APC. Okay, so if they are leaving now, it's not going to be too much big news.
So there's a sense
In
in which
other
you saw the writing on the wall.
That's what I'm saying. Many people
and
should have seen that's why I quickly tell you that what we are seeing is the hand of Esau, okay? And it's not necessarily...
And you think it should be cut off?
Well, if someone is straying away, if, you know, is a big family, and you are not asking someone to leave, and the person is saying, look, I am no longer comfortable here. Yours is to make sure you unite, exhort, then try to advise. See why you shouldn't leave, see why you should tarry here, okay? If at the end, and the person said, no, I must leave, you had no choice.
In other words, this is a divorce. This is a divorce that must happen. Otherwise, somebody might be hitting somebody in a very, very bad place. But let's even look at the bigger picture before we run off. Almost out of time already. Politics of ideology. A lot of people who have been observing this are saying that all of this is just a reflection that we're lacking when it comes to political ideology, driving the positions of individuals or even parties. That we don't even have political parties. That, as a matter of fact, they're only political platforms. So when it's okay, you stay. When it's not okay, you move. Is that what is playing out now? How do we fix this problem?
That is not new in our political arrangement in Nigeria. Defection, jumping from one party to another. Most politicians see parties as just a vehicle that takes them from point A to point B. So, to them, one of them had referred to one of their vehicles. If you come to a bus stop and their boss or your vehicle got problem, what do? Will you stay with the vehicle? No. What you do is to move from the vehicle, get another vehicle that will move you to your desired destination. When you get to your destination and that destination is not good enough for you, you look for another vehicle.
All right,
so
but in all of this,
we have to wrap that.
Nigerians are the ones who are shortchanged now.
In what way?
I mean, if politicians only care about their personal interests, jumping from one party to the other to achieve
but those are not new.
Nigerians are the ones.
Those are not new. Those are not new. Politicians jumping from one party to another is not new in Nigeria.
It is not
the
new.
Political arrangement we have in the country is such that encourages one to jump from one party to many parties as you desire.
But that goes towards exercise.
Well,
we have to leave it there. Ikechukwu. David Ugolo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. He's Executive Director. Ziggy Ibe.
Oh.
He's a political analyst. Wow. Okay, Ziggy Ibe, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.